Alright, so my next question I had was number 10, and that is, Madison wants to make a single lump sum investment of $19,000. How long will it take for her to double her money using either account stated below? Option 1, an account that earns 8% simple interest each year. Option 2, an account that earns at a rate of 9% compounded semi-annually. So first we'll start with option 1, which is the simple interest. Write that there. Alright, so to get started, I like to place the values for each of the terms. So P obviously is the 19,000, because that's what she got. And then the A, she wants double, so that would be 38,000, because 19,000 doubled, 38,000. And then the R is going to equal 8%, because that's what the simple interest is. But then you have to turn that into decimal form, so that'd be 0.08. And then the T is what we're trying to figure out, so we don't actually know that yet. And then the equation, obviously, is A equals PRT plus P. Okay, so now to get started in the equation, we have to start off with A, obviously, which is 38,000, equals the P, which is 19,000, times by 0.08, times that by T, which we don't know, plus 19,000 again for the P. And so after that, we're just gonna start doing our adding and the multiplying. So 38,000 again will then equal never mind, I made a mistake up here. This part will be 29,000. When you add it together, that's what you'll end up having. And then for the next line below, what you'll have is 38,000, then this is where you put these two together. So this will equal 1,520 times T, and then plus your original 19,000 at the end. And then the next line will be 38,000 once again, because that's your original value. 38,000 minus 19,000 equals 1,520 times T. So you want to isolate that so you get your value of this. And so this will obviously be 19,000 because that being doubled to that. So if you divide it, it'll just be the same again. So 19,000 equals 1,520 times T. And then now you'll go into the division part of 19,000 divided by 1,520, which that equals T. So this, if you put that together, T will equal 12.5. So therefore, it will take 12.5 years in order to double the amount interested using simple interest. And now I will do compounding semi-annually. So now I'll just start by doing the variables for the terms again, which is P obviously being the same, 19,000, A being the same again, 38,000. But now the R is gonna it's an I this time for interest, so that'll be 9% value. But then once again you have to put that in decimal form, but this time going dividing that. So this will be 0.045. And then the n is what we're trying to figure out, so we don't know that yet. And then this is the equation. A equals P1 plus I to n. And so now we get into the actual equation of numbers. 38,000 equals 19,000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.045 to the power of n. And so now we want to get the 38,000 and 19,000 alone. So that's what we'll do. 38,000 divided by 19,000 here. 38,000 divided by 19,000, and that's going to equal the what's remaining in this. So we're going to have 1 plus 0.045, and then to the power of n. And so the answer to this is 2, because 19 times 2 is 38, so the opposite would be division. So that would be 2. So then 2 equals to what we have remaining here, 1 plus 0.045, again to the power of n. And then now is where we solve this part, so it'll just be 2 equals 1.045 to the power of n still. And then we have to do some guess and check. To find the closest answer. So the first one we'll start with is 1.045 to the power of 10, because that's like we want to go to the highest we possibly can to get closest, so we can get the number as quickly as possible. So that equals 1.552. So that means we need to go higher. So the next one will go to the power of 15. So 1.045 to the power of 15 equals 1.953. That's still not there, so we need to go higher even. So the next one we'll go to is 16, right above it. So 1.045 equals 16 equals 2.022. And as you can see, that's the closest to 2. So that obviously means it's the lowest number possible. So that is the right answer. So therefore, it will take 2.022 years in order to double the amount interested using compounded semi-annually. And now we'll go to the next part of the question, which is which option will earn Madison the most money in 3 years. So first we'll start off using simple interest again. So we're going to have to state our values for our terms. So P will stay the same at 19,000. What we're trying to figure out now is our A, so we don't actually know our A. So that's going to be a question mark. Our R is the same as the begin with, 8%, and then 0.08 here, put in a decimal form. And now we know our T, because we're trying to find out in 3 years. So we know that. And so the equation is going to stay the same again, equals PRT plus P. And so we're just going to start filling it out, just like we did in the first time. So 19,000. 19,000 times 3 plus, whoops, I made a mistake there. 19,000 times 0.08 plus, times again 3 plus the original 19,000 at the end. And now we just get to solving it. So we're gonna do these two terms first, and that will equal 1,520 times 3 plus the original 19. They have the n for the value p. And so then that's when we get into the final part of the question, which will be 4,560, which is 1,520 times by 3, plus you have to keep the initial 19,000 on it. And then just to get your answer of A, you just have to add these two up, which equal 23,560. So therefore, she earns $23,560 in 3 years. That's for a simple interest. Now, if you come over here, I have to do compound interest semi-annually for the 3 years. So we'll just do the terms again, which is the P staying at 19,000. The A is what we're trying to figure out, so that's a question mark still. The I for interest is the 9%, but you have to put that into the decimal form, which we figured out last time was 0.09. Then you have to get that you can get that even lower. So that one will become 0.045. And then for the next one, which is your N equals 3, but since it's semi-annually, you have to do 3 times 2, which will get you 6. And then you just bring that down, just make it simple. N equals 6. That's the years. And then now we get to the equation. which is A equals 19,000, 1 plus your I value, which will be 0.045. But now we know our years, so we'll actually have a number here, which is 6. And then the next line, we'll be adding all that up together. So we'll have the original 19,000 here, times by what, after we add this all up, equals 1.3022 1.302260,125, and then after you times that together, your answer will be 24,721.94, and so therefore she will earn $24,721.94 in 3 years. So if we want to find out what account she should use, she makes more using the compound interest by 24,721,000 when this one only has 23,000. So she should pick the compound interest for her 3-year time. Thank you. Holy, how long?